Okay, the first app I am going to show you was developed at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and it's an app that shows a series of events that took place at this campus in 1967, and it's known as DAO Day. What they are working here is with the notion of a situated documentary, and you will see right now through a very brief clip what a situated documentary means, but it's basically a documentary that you don't see in your History Channel, but you need to be in the location where the events presented in the documentary take place to interact with that location and to learn about what happened in that specific place in the past. So I will show you a clip a promo clip they created to explain the concept.
A situated documentary allows learners to experience the recreation of a real-life event. Imagine the benefits of witnessing history unfold in the locations where it actually occurred. Technology can transport the learner to another place or time. Conversations can be simulated, and situated interaction can occur.
Things are really heating up on campus. I'm going to need your help to interview the chancellor and the protesters.
In this example, the learner is experiencing a historic protest on the UW-Madison campus and is being asked to help a local newspaper. Situated documentaries work in harmony with technology to interact with information and to experience the world in new ways.
So this is a very cool concept, I think. The idea you can teach our local history by having the students to go to the location where the specific historical event that you want to show took place, and by working with more technology to superimpose and layer, using the concept of augmented reality, superimpose a layer of information over that reality and getting the learner embedded in the events. And to do this, they not only use the notion of augmented reality to create this layer of information, but they also try to create a gaming component in this app. And I will show you another clip that shows what was the game that you are supposed to play as you learn about DAO Day in Wisconsin-Madison in 1967.
As you play DAO Day, you'll be taken back to October of 1967, when the war in Vietnam and protests here at the UW campus were both heating up. When Dow Chemical would produce napalm for the war, visited UW's campus to recruit students. Peaceful protests quickly escalated into violent conflicts involving students, administrators, and police. Today, you're a reporter working in the chaos of these protests. Your goal is to get your head around the brutal conflict. You'll begin with an assignment from your boss, the editor of the Wisconsin State Journal.
So when you run the game in your iPhone, the first thing that you see, is an introduction explaining you what the game is about, and then you meet this character, and this character starts instructing you, and it gives you a role. So you're supposed to be a journalist in the game, and you need to learn about what happened during that day so that you can report it toward the end of the game. So you are presented with a quest, and you are presented also with certain instructions about where you have to go to witness the events. And then using videos and images from archive, they give the user this information. What is interesting about this is not only the app itself, but the fact that you can develop the app with a student. You can get students involved in finding the information that is going to be included in the app, in creating the scripts, and with that it's extremely easy to work. You don't have to write a single code. It's all with a drop and drag kind of interface. So you really don't waste time trying to teach a student how to use the tool in this case. I will show you another example of another app, and this is called Microcosmos Explorer, and it's with a focus on nature, in this case, not on history. And I will just read a description that they have. I think in a very succinct way, it describes what they're doing. It says, small gardens with plants from different geographical areas grow at the University of Murcia, Espinardo campus. This is in Spain, where they created this app, with Aris also. In this game, developed on the Aris platform, 3 of these gardens are used to play the game: the Eastern Mediterranean, the Rose Garden, and the Garden of the Hesperides. These 3 areas are linked by a greenway which can be accessed by bike or on foot. The guide for this game is a posthumous avatar of the botanist and educator Gaston Bonnier, who tells us where to find seeds on the campus. Once we get the seeds, we receive instructions for planting them in the most appropriate place. GoStem teaches us to recognize the different flora families on the campus and shows us how to improve our perception. He gives us microscopic images of plant leaves which we must match to their sources to determine the best place to sow our seeds. So as you can see, it's a whole game locally based that teaches users how to identify the different plants that are in these gardens and the seeds, and even it takes you to a microscopic level to show you this. So